to Hafen from Sunrise, Florida, creator of Resonate Legend.
My name is Michelle Clift, I live in Milford, PA, and I collect knives, swords, and anything else pointy that can kill you.
I'm Luca Keefer from Philadelphia, and my favorite genre is dystopian futures because the possibilities are limitless.
My name is Lydia Elstun. I am 23 years old and I live in Farmville, Virginia. I wrote my first poem when I was 4 and I've wanted to be a novelist ever since then.
Yonathan Teferi, aka Yonni, Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Mecha Godzilla. Today's episode will be discussing the next big thing about gaming concepts and much more. So enjoy the video.
This is Yonathan Teferi, and I'm here to talk to you about storytelling in video games. I'll start off talking about the rise of storytelling in video games. Over the past couple decades, there have been plenty of games that have been story-based heavy, such as The Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy, but with technological advances in video games, more interesting games are becoming less about the graphics and more about the story, such as Grand Theft Auto and Dark Souls. Next topic I'll cover is technological advances in video game stories. Video games in the past, like Pac-Man and Super Mario Brothers, aren't quite known for their actual stories rather than the actual game being played. But nowadays, the story and the technological advances come hand in hand, increasing the likability of the game. Last topic I'll cover is interactive storytelling. In an editorial called Interactive Storytelling, the author discusses the opportunities available to graphic artists and video game illustrators to use the advances in technology to stress the traditional storytelling in interactive video games.
The Oculus Rift allows players to literally step into their character's shoes, viewing their worlds in first person. CCP Games, the company behind massively multiplayer online game EVE Online, has declared that their next project, EVE Valkyrie, will be a first-person space shooter using the Oculus Rift. Supergiant Games, a small studio based out of California, can only benefit from virtual reality technology, as their games are highly narrative-driven. Imagine stepping into the protagonist's shoes as you explore a world like that created in Bastion. Big-name company Telltale Games proves that narrative-driven games have an audience with their hits The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead. Combine their names and popularity with virtual reality technology, and you have got a massive hit on your hands. Virtual reality is the next big thing. Are you in?
Does your hand cramp up when you're texting a friend or writing an essay? Writing on paper is a thing of the past, and even typing is left in the dust as a new technology emerges that allows everyone to write with their mind. This technology was brought to us when the great Stephen Hawking changed his career from theoretical physics to engineering, and using a computer program and a 3D printer, he created the Neuralink headset. This Neuralink headset has swept the nation and the world with its amazing thought-to-text capabilities. It combines the age-old technology of converting speech to text and has perfected it by adding a neurological sensor that creates pinpoint accuracy that cannot be warped by language barriers or accents. Because of Neuralright, over 1,000 novels have been published this year alone. Hundreds of original movie scripts are being produced at breakneck speed. Students are even doing their homework more often now that they can multitask so well. This headset can be used for anything from texting to writing your diary. It changed the nation, so let it change you. Buy it today for the low price of $14,099, and that's a bargain.
As a writer, there is nothing more exciting than imagining a future where you can easily and immediately transfer your ideas from your mind to written word without having to write them down or type them out. Imagine a world that could possibly be a writer's wonderland, a world where an author could write whatever they desire with only one tool required: their own eyes. Although the technology is new and was created for medical reasons by Dr. Jean Laurencio for patients who cannot communicate due to ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, or those who have simply lost all ability to communicate, it could easily be advanced to help the writing community as well. Within the next few years, the technology could be used by the writing community to shorten the writing process as well as doing its best to make the writing as stress-free as possible. It is easy to see how having the ability to simply think your stories out and let your eyes and computer do all the work without being distracted could be such a powerful advancement to the writing community. As an aspiring writer, I look forward to a future where my job can be simplified and I can focus on my writing itself without having to focus on transferring my thoughts from my mind to the paper. I can simply let my mind run freely and have the technology record everything as I let my imagination run wild.